So the game puts you, as soon as you load in, into a difficulty. You need that correlate to easy, normal, and hard. I picked normal. And yeah, you see deep cut in a helicopter. So let's just skip ahead, and you see that they're kind of go into a storm, and that's not very good. So let's skip ahead a little bit more, and then we see deep cut kind of stranded on the island right there. And then it pans out to the top of the island, which I think is really cool. And yeah. And next you load into the actual game. It says 1 month later. You see the ship kind of made out of a bunch of trash and metal. And Subway 2. And then flip to deep cut and you see the mechanic. And then there you go, the player selection screens, and yeah, it's really cool. I like the hairstyles. And then after that, you go to this cutscene with the cup saying what they should do. And I'll probably suggest an arcade machine. However, no. And then you go to the tutorial level after you go after that dialogue. And like we all, we should all know the tutorial levels in Splatoon. So yeah, and then yeah, after that, the mechanic, which is your character, finds this robot-looking thing. So you carry it back. So then after you bring it back, they suggest using it as scrap metal, but I'm sure everyone watching this video has most likely also watched the Raiders Direct, so I don't need to really show what happens next, so just watch. So this is how you get around levels in the game. You look at this map, and you have to go to the treasure points. And once you go to a level, you'll find, well, enemies, obviously, and well, after you get onto the island, yeah, there's the enemies, and the robot searches for the treasure that's nearby. Then you have to go to the pings around there and mine these crystals. Crystals give you treasure, so you have to mine the crystals while defeating salmonoids. The showstopper is basically a special if you played the other Splatoon games, and this is it. You kind of get to just roll over the enemies. There are 2 others also. More crystal mining. If you can see that lid that's kind of in the upper left, those are like pots that will release a bunch of salmonoids if you go near it too much. Like that. It's just a bunch. But yeah, after you take them out, which was kind of easy, because you know it's only just like 2nd level, you get treasure. So what's in the treasure were the tanks that the Splatfest was based off of. And also these are the briny notes, which are the replacements of sunken schools from the original Splatoon story modes, which were little bits of information that you could find across levels. I like that if you booyah, then the robot will also booyah that. It's kind of cool. These kind of things, I liked them when I first saw them, but you kind of just walk past them. They just let you float for a little. Anyways, I'm just showing footage of how long it took to get to this last crystal. You could skip ahead if you wanted to. Yeah, those little leaf things, they can kind of help you do a jump, like a floating jump. There were also these kind of parts that you can put on your gadgets. The gadgets, they're kind of like sub-weapons. I picked the power tank because the gadget for it was the splatchet, which is like a sword kind of. There are also these sampler dungeons that let you test gadgets from other tanks. In this one, I basically just played Pac-Man with a bunch of bosses. Well, that's it for now. Bye. Please like and subscribe if you like this video.